Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol TTNP. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So all this here may look like several days worth of time. It's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Been doing this analysis on a very routine basis. Did it yesterday on Thursday, so that is where these green and red line annotations are coming from. But today's price movement, definitely some updates here need to be made. First thing I'm going to do is a little house cleaning, just get rid of that line right there. Sure, it still pertains, just not relevant anymore, and from a presentation standpoint, I don't want to risk causing confusion and clutter because there's lines all over the place. So let's try to keep this as clean as possible going forward. First update, though, that does need to be made comes about based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. And that actually played out perfectly today. For those of you that did watch the video from Thursday, talked about 35 cents being an area of resistance. And with the price gapping up above it, at that point, you would want to see it act as support. And that was just absolutely beautiful right there. Price pulled back to it and bounced directly off it. So a classic example of a resistance turning into a support. And that is definitely going to be the ideal level of support going forward, meaning what would make this chart look the best? Definitely staying up above 35 cents. With that being said, if the price falls below 35, I'm not saying the entire chart's ruined or anything like that. But yeah, if the price can manage to actually stay up above that area, that would certainly be a huge sign of power going forward. Taking a step back and looking at things from more so the big picture point of view, that is where the purple line here comes into play, the 50-period simple moving average. Keyword being moving. As time goes by, that line is going to move itself higher and higher. So a very basic yet highly effective way to judge the health of the move. That right there being defined as quote-unquote the move. Just watch that purple line. As long as the price stays above that line, as the line itself moves higher and higher, then the bulls are in full health, the bulls are in full control. However you can best visualize that, that's what's being represented. Again, sure, staying above 35 would be great, but from the grand scheme of it all, as long as the price stays above the purple line, the bulls 100% own the chart. What about levels of resistance? As far as where the sellers are hanging out, right now, that is all up at right around 43 cents. I get it. The price did kind of go up above there a couple of times. But the main point in price congestion is right up around 43. So that'll be public enemy number one going forward. All in all, though, as long as the price keeps on doing what it's been doing in regards to building these higher bases, everything else will continue to take care of itself. So great way to close out the week. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.